the 31-yard line, and it'll be 3rd and 3 for the Panthers. Smith brings them out, playing in his last game here at Dennis O'Brien Field, and he gives it to his fullback, and straight ahead and very close to a first down goes Dylan Layton, and that is a first down, so they'll move the sticks. So Whitman Hanson with a fresh set of downs. So fortunately that penalty did not cause them too much trouble. Smith from the shotgun. He takes it. He gets away, gets some room. He's to the 40, 45, takes it outside, 45, 40, and is dragged down from behind at the 35-yard line. And a great run for Smith. And now we have a whistle from the officials as Nate Holt got him by the shoe tops, and that was almost a touchdown for Nick Smith. But there is a penalty flag thrown right in front of the Somerset-Berkley bench. And we do have an injured player right now for Somerset-Berkley. He's being attended to, but we do have a penalty flag, so a couple of things going on. They put the ball back at the 46-yard line, and this official has a very strong voice. We're able to hear his call. Probably our crowd microphone might have gotten it as well. So officials still talking, and now the injured player limping a little bit, but getting up under his own power. C.J. Mulrooney heading over to the Raider bench. Offsetting penalties. No, now they're marking it against the Panthers. And this is going to be a big one, and that's a shame. It wipes out what was a great run for Smith. And they put the ball all the way back to the Panther 35-yard line. So it is 1st and 10 from their own 35. The 35-yard line. And they're getting a whistle. One man coming out for the Raiders. I don't know if they had 12 men on the field or not. No, it's just a substitution. As coming in is Sean Rockcliffe. So Whitman from the shotgun, and it's the same play. They take it. Smith up over the 45 to maybe the 46. Looks like a gain of 10.5, and that is a first down for Whitman Hanson. Well, certainly the seniors on this team, and we will do our best to mention them all during the game. And we get a whistle as the ball was snapped. And now a timeout being called by Somerset-Berkley with our score. Somerset-Berkley 8, Whitman Hanson nothing, with, let's see, 5:16 to go in the first quarter. And now let's run down some of those seniors. Of course, Nick Smith, Liam Sweeney, Dylan Thomas, Nate Perkins, Mickey Martell, Noah Cookson, Zach Anderson, Joe Yankovonis, and timeout still going on. Colin Dowling, Rick Sherlock, Frank Blake, Jacob Bowden, Mitch Kinney, Matt Evans, one of the captains, and Pete Amato. So those are the seniors playing their last game here at Whitman Hanson. Again, from the shotgun, Smith back to pass. He throws long. He's got two wideouts, but it is incomplete. Batted away by Josh Montero. Just a little bit underthrown. Had that been another couple of yards down, that was a touchdown for sure to Amato, but incomplete. So second down and 10. Panthers, again, not huddling up. They take the snap, and Smith keeps it, and he gets up to the 47-yard line, maybe a yard. That's about all. It's going to be third down and 9. Raider defense very stingy right now, and they have played well in the line, and they have played well in the secondary. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Smith bootlegs to his left. Soft pass thrown complete to Liam Sweeney. That should be enough for a first down, as he stepped just to the good side of the yard marker. So they will mark this at the 44-yard line of the Raiders. And again, coming out, they have trips this time to the right, one to the left. Smith keeps it, has a hole. He's to the 35, on his feet to the 30, down to the 25-yard line goes Nick Smith. Steve Freilich took him down, but not before a very nice run by the senior. That'll be another first down, deepest penetration of the game so far for Whitman Hanson. Again in the shotgun, and this time it goes to Perkins, and he gets maybe a yard, if that. On the stop was Zach Gordon, and it'll be second down, actually a loss of a yard. Second down and 11, and the ball is at the 26 of the Raiders. Again, receivers trips to the right. Smith throws it, has a man, and incomplete, just underthrown. Once again, I think this wind is maybe getting Whitman Hanson a little, I don't want to say confused, but maybe not compensating. Amato was the intended receiver. So now it is third and 11 with the ball at the 24. Smith throws it, has a man all alone, touchdown! Dylan Thomas hauled that ball in for the touchdown, and the Panthers have cut the lead to 2, and the Panther growl. What a beautiful play, as he was wide open, and Smith put the legs to that one for sure. And Whitman Hanson right back in this football game, down 2. Let's see what they're going to do, if they're going to go for the 2 for the tie. And they are. Smith is under center as he looks. Now his two backs swing out to the right wing as Smith keeps it, as he takes it around the right side, and it is good. So Nick Smith with the 2-point conversion. The teams come back up field, and it is Whitman Hanson 8, Somerset-Berkley 8. Still in the first quarter. About 4 minutes to go. And the crowd still coming in. Great opportunity to see the Panthers. And I know that Whitman Hanson would love to see their fans on Thanksgiving morning to take the ride up Route 18 to play Abington. Whitman Hanson used to dominate Abington and then they started building all the houses in Abington, and more houses means more kids in the school system, and Abington has become a football powerhouse, but Whitman Hanson certainly on the rebound, and they would like nothing better than to come out with a victory on Turkey Day. Short kick to the 25-yard line to the 30, and gang tackle. There is Steve Freilich, and Colin Dowling making that stop. So it'll be 1st and 10. We'll see if Somerset-Berkley does anything different. They have been on the ground. I don't believe they've thrown a pass so far, but they have. Their ground game has been very, very effective. So 1st and 10 from their own 31. Backs at each corner. Pitch to the back coming through the middle of the line, Kyle Crombie. And he was taken down after a gain of maybe a couple of yards. Matt Evans on the stop for Whitman Hanson. Well, they give him 3, so it'll be 2nd down and 7. And the Whitman Hanson defense digging in, trying to keep the Raiders from coming out with a long drive, which they had earlier in the game. Quarterback under center, hands it off to his back, sweeping left side. He's got a hole east of a 40, 45, and is dragged out of bounds as Nate Holt takes it, and it is a 1st down, gain of approximately 13 yards, and the ball in Panther territory now to the 49-yard line. Good sweep, good blocking for the Raiders as they come up. The ball right in front of our broadcast location. Again, the double wing formation with a back behind the quarterback. One man in motion. Quarterback keeps it. He gets to the 47, to the 46, and inside the 45, and down to about the 43-yard line. The stop made by Dylan Layton as Faria. Nice job for a 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down. And, well, we'll call it a long 4 as they break the huddle. And again, same formation. They've pretty much done the same thing. Quarterback calling signals, and he tries again, this time to the right, and Whitman Hanson did a good job of just taking him down as the Panthers, nice job as Rich Sherlock making that tackle. And so now it's going to be 3rd and 4 for Somerset-Berkley. They break the huddle, come out looking over the Whitman Hanson front 4, linebackers on either side. Man in motion from right to left, and the give to the tailback up the middle. He does not have the 1st down. Kyle Crombie, as a good job done by Whitman Hanson. Rick Sherlock on the stop. Ball is at the 40-yard line of Whitman Hanson. It is 4th and 1. So a very big opportunity right now for the Panther defense to shut the door for the moment. Let's see what they do. Coming out. Again, same formation. Quarterback calling signals. Stands under center and flips it to his tailback, and he's got the 1st down and more as Nate Holt doing the job. And for Whitman Hanson, Dylan Layton making that stop, and it is a first down, fresh set of downs for the Raiders as the ball is marked at the 34-yard line. And Athletic Director Bob Rodgers has joined us, moving down from his perch here in the press box. And we'll talk to him in just a moment. And a sweep to the right down to the 30 and stop there. That'll be a gain of approximately 4. Bob, welcome. Glad to see you. Glad that we have another playoff game.
Beautiful day for football, actually. To play the game at 4 o'clock in the afternoon here. It's a pleasant day. You wouldn't expect to have this kind of weather this time of year, but nice day for football.
Yeah. And we have reached the end of the first quarter. It is 8-8, Somerset-Berkley and Whitman Hanson. And I know, Bob, that one of the reasons that this game is at 4 o'clock is that you have another game coming up after this one.
Yes, girls soccer. They've had an undefeated season. They had a coin flip for the number 1 seed. They lost the coin flip, so they're number 2. And they'll play host to Silver Lake, a team that they beat twice during the regular season. I know some people today were saying to me, it's tough to beat a team 3 times in one season. I don't subscribe to that theory. I feel like if you've beaten them twice, it's for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think our girls are in good shape tonight. They're very talented. They've had a tremendous year, and we're excited for that game too. And we're excited for this game. A year ago, Somerset-Berkley really put a whooping on us in the first round of the playoffs, and our kids all week have been excited to go ahead and get some revenge for what happened a year ago. And so far, it's been a great football game.
Yeah, absolutely. And your players here, your seniors, we went down through the seniors, and certainly you're proud of them. You're proud of the soccer team, and like I've said to you before, you can play good level athletics and get a great education in the public schools. Yep. And you've got a beautiful complex here. My wife is a graduate of Whitman Hanson. My brother-in-law and my sister-in-law all graduated. I won't tell you that my sister-in-law graduated from Whitman High School, which is now the police station.
So that's a long time ago.
That was a few years ago.
That's a long time
ago. But that's all I'll say. But my wife and brother-in-law did graduate from the previous school.
Well, you're right. We're proud of the product that Whitman Hanson turns out. The kids have all kinds of opportunities, whether it's in athletics, music, art, and then academically, our teachers are just phenomenal. They care so much about the kids, and both teaching them obviously the content and the academics, but also making sure in this day and age that kids are thought about and cared about, and it's a great school to be a part of.
Absolutely. And I was a substitute teacher. I didn't get a full-time job, but I taught in another town north of here. But being a teacher is not an easy job these days. It's not like when I was in school.
It's something that a lot of people don't understand until they've done it. It looks easy, but until somebody does it, it's a challenge for sure.
Absolutely. And there goes a pitch sweep right to Nate Holt. He's got some room. He's down the far sideline, and Nate Holt takes it in for a 35-yard touchdown run as he just took it down the far sideline, and it is now 14-8.
It's been the thing that has hurt us this year is the big play. You know, we've made so much progress in so many areas, but that's been the area where you just seem to give up a big play here and there. And last week, I was really proud of the way the kids competed against Dighton Rehoboth.
Oh, God, yes.
You know, Coach Driscoll had been telling me he was talking to the kids about being the first team to be a number 8 seed to win. And for a lot of the game, I was a believer because they were within a touchdown with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. But again, we gave up a couple of big plays, and that's just been our Achilles heel all year.
Yep. And they are going for the 2. The quarterback looking, throwing, has a man in and out of his hands. So the try for the 2 is no good. Teams come back upfield. It's the Raiders 14 and the Panthers 8. We're talking with Bob Rodgers, the athletic director of the Whitman Hanson Public Schools, so you do have history with this team.
Well, it's hard to believe that we'd have history. They're so far away. It's one of the things I don't like, to be honest with you, about the playoff system. Last week we played Dighton Rehoboth. This week we're playing Somerset-Berkley. Next week it's a little closer. We're playing Sharon, but I just don't like the fact that a lot of the teams that you'd like to play and could play that would be closer, we just are not matched up with. They're still doing some tweaking. I'll be interested to see when the new pairings come out, the new alignments come out, how it all shakes out. It's hard to explain this, but we're in the southeast, and Hingham is in the southwest, and Duxbury's in the southwest. If we look west, we see Duxbury and Hingham. If they look west, they see London, England. So I don't understand how they could be. How they can be west.
All right, we get the kickoff to about the 15, trying to turn the corner. Up the field is Dylan Thomas, and he is out of bounds at approximately the 30. Let's see where they're going to mark it. Up over the 30. Looks like about the 35-yard line. So Whitman Hanson will take it 1st and 10. I am not speaking for you. My opinions are my own, but I frankly like the previous playoff format where you played your whole season, you played your Thanksgiving opponent. The Tuesday after Thanksgiving was the first round, and then the Saturday after, well, not after, but the next Saturday was the playoff final, and a pass play complete to Thomas over the 40 to the 43-yard line, and that is a first down for the Whitman Hanson Panthers. I'm not going to ask you to comment.
I don't mind commenting on that. I actually here's the thing. On that old system, somebody could lose a game week 2, finish the season 10-1 and not be in the playoffs. And that doesn't sit well with a lot of people. And so I like the idea that they wanted to try to address that. I just think too many. If you're in a 12-team conference and 8 teams make it, I think there's something wrong with that. I think it diminishes what playoffs mean. Quincy High School went 1-6 this year, and they were in the playoffs. I know. So to me, I would like to have, and I don't think a 7-game regular season really gives a good indication of who really accomplished what. So if I had my way, if they put it to a vote to us again, I would rather have an 8-game regular season and have 4 teams make it. That solves the problem of a team, having 1 loss and not making the playoffs. This is well-intended, but I don't think it's really solved what we wanted it to do.
I agree with you.
And not only that, but it has not captured the imagination of the fans at all. People are not coming out for these games. In terms of a revenue situation, across the board, most high schools in Massachusetts have lost money with this format.
And that's, football is one of the big money makers and what you get in the gate receipts. So
I do want to correct you on one thing. It's not a money maker. It does bring in revenue, but the reason is it's very expensive to have have a football program. What a helmet costs and what the equipment costs, and the coaching staff is very expensive because there's a lot of coaches. But at least it does bring in revenue, and it obviously all the gate receipts help offset the tremendous cost to run a football program.
Okay,
I will say some high schools probably do turn a profit if they. It's kind of like in the NCAA. People look at it as a profit-making deal, but a lot of schools lose money because it costs so much, and you'll see teams at the college level canceling football because of the cost. University of Alabama at Birmingham tried to cancel it because it cost them so much money. The alumni went crazy. They ended up bringing it back, but it's very, very expensive to run a football program. Yeah. We're very lucky here at Whitman Hanson. Coach Driscoll and the parents and the Boosters Club, they pick up so many of the costs of running the program. The people that did the concession stand, all that money goes back into the program. And frankly, at our school, because our athletic budget is so thin, we need to do that kind of thing.
Absolutely. And, God bless the parents,
they're terrific.
Boosters, the people in the 2 towns, because, as you say, it supports the whole athletic program and all the different sports that you have. 2nd down and 6, handoff straight ahead inside the 40 and down to maybe the 37-yard line. And let's see where they mark it. And it's going to be about 3rd down and 5 as the Raiders, with a 14-8 lead, Whitman Hanson in the second quarter, moving from right to left from the shotgun. Smith keeps it. He falls forward through the line. He is up close to that first down, and we'll see where they're going to mark it. About the 32, and it is enough for a first down.
You made the comment about the parents as Turbo goes in the hurry up, so we can't talk very much here, but we'll talk about it after this play.
Okay. All right, and there is a handoff straight ahead. The ball is fumbled, and it is recovered by the Raiders as Bobby McNeil recovered the fumble, and so it'll be Raider ball, and that wipes out what was a good Whitman Hanson drive.
I talked about the big play being one of the Achilles, obviously, in football. We all know that you turn the ball over. It's not a – you don't win very often when you turn it over, and that's one of the things Coach Driscoll has emphasized to the guys. And when we've protected the ball, we've done well, and when we haven't, it's been a big problem.
All right, so from the 27-yard line, Raiders go 1st and 10, same formation. The wing goes into the line, and he gets to the 30, about the maybe the 31-yard line. So it'll be second down, 2nd and 6.
But I did want to say about the parents, not only do they help with concession stands and things like that, but even the parents that are just in the stands here tonight watching their kids, they really support their children really well in the Whitman Hanson community, coming to the games, being there and supporting. And by and large, people always say, "Oh, parents are tough." There's a percentage of parents that can be difficult, but by and large, the large majority of the parents understand what high school sports are all about.
Absolutely, and a handoff straight ahead up the middle and up close to the 50-yard line goes Blair Gomes, and that will be a first down, gain of around 19 or 20 yards, puts the ball at the 49-yard line of Whitman Hanson as the Raiders come up. Raiders is a popular nickname, as I can think of a couple of other teams North Quincy and is it Barnstable? Is it Barnstable? Yep. They're the Raiders. Sweep to the.
What does it mean?
Raiders. Raiders. That's a long.
Do you know the answer?
Well, I can tell you North Quincy.
The Red Raiders, that was an Indian.
The Red Raiders. It's not an Indian. And it was a drawing that a class member made of another classmate who was the male cheerleader. His name is Dr. Alan Yakubian, and he's a dentist in Quincy. And so it's a drawing of him. There are people who say that it's an Indian, but the people in North Quincy say, no, it's a drawing of a student. So, all right, quarterback handoff, nothing doing. Oh, there is a wall of black jerseys. Nice job by the Whitman Hanson defense. Anathan Correa and a law firm behind him.
There aren't many nicknames for high schools that are not shared by anybody else. Mm-hmm. There's one that I know for sure that I don't think anybody else has, Ashland High School. Do you know what they are?
Are they the Clockers?
They are the Clockers. Very good.
I did
a
Super Bowl game with
impressed.
The Ashland Clockers.
Back in my early days of coaching high school basketball, we played Ashland in the state tournament, and I was like, the Clockers? What is that?
Mm-hmm. Right, second down and 10. Pitch to the tailback. He gets to the 45 and down to the 43, and maybe enough for a first down. So once again, Nate Holt doing the job. And Waltham High School, before they were the Hawks, they were the Clockmen, I believe.
The Clockmen?
The
really?
Clockmen, because Waltham is a watch company, and at one time they were,
That's what Ashland was. Apparently they're big with clockmaking in Ashland, which I did not know that. I didn't know people made clocks in America.
Quarterback keeper, and he gets a couple of yards before being brought down by Jason Bossi, but it is enough for a first down. It puts the ball at the 36-yard line. We've got 5.5 minutes to go in this first half. It is 14-8 as Somerset-Berkley with the lead. As they come out in same formation, and now we've got a whistle and a timeout taken by Somerset-Berkley. So timeout on the field. You are watching Whitman Hanson Community Access, broadcasting to both Whitman and to Hanson. And
I do have to run, but I will say this, my last little public service announcement. Anybody that's listening to this, follow us on Twitter at WH Athletics. Get all the information of Whitman Hanson Athletics, and look at our website at WHAthletics.com. Schedules, rosters, pictures. Sue Moss, who's just a legend in Whitman Hanson. She's at almost every game taking pictures, and we're very thankful to have her and what she does for our kids.
All right. So, Bob, thank you very much for
awesome.
spending some time during the game, and let's go Panthers.
Thank you.
All right, Bob Rodgers, the athletic director for Whitman Hanson High School. Very fine gentleman, and a pleasure to meet him and to have spent some time with him here and just watch this whole program. 6-yard gain on the last play. The ball at the 32-yard line. It is second down and 4. As that tight formation, they've been using it the whole game, and they hand it off to the wingback, and Nate Holt taking it up the middle. Stop made by Liam Sweeney, and that is close to, and it is a first down for the Raiders as they mark the ball at the 25 of Whitman Hanson.
Raiders have the ball on the 25 during the red zone.
As Whitman Hanson lines up on defense as they spin it. I believe it was the quarterback who kept it. It was Kyle Crombie. And he gets about 4, so it is second down and 6. All right, now the Whitman Hanson defense has let this Raider team kind of move up and down the field, and they've got to put their foot down. Already down by 6. They don't want to give up another one. One wing to the back, quarterback keeper cuts back to the right side from the left, only gained 2, maybe 3 yards as Brett Holmes, sophomore, making the stop. Also Anton Correa. So it'll be third down, and it's going to be a 3rd and 1. Oh, a very big play for the Panthers if they can shut things down. Man in motion, and the pitch to the left, and I think they got just about what they needed for the first down.
Number 4, Nate Holt.
And that was Nate Holt. He gets it for the first down. And Whitman Hanson digging a bit of a hole for themselves as the stop was made by Dylan Thomas. The line of scrimmage is the 15 of the Panthers as the Raiders come out, as they roll, have a man up the middle, and he's got some yardage inside the 10 up to about the 8-yard line. As the Raiders, when they snap the ball, the quarterback is very very good about holding on to it. He's doing a spin move, and I think that's confusing Whitman Hanson. So it is 2nd down and 5. And the draw play up the middle, gain of a couple, and that is about it as everybody came in there for Whitman Hanson. As Matt Evans doing the job, and now we get a timeout being called with about minute 40 to go in this first half, and a 14-8 lead for Somerset-Berkley. And our volunteers tonight, Kevin Tocci, Joe Goldsberry, James Cullity. I'm Charles Ross. Thrilled to bring you the game tonight, as it has gone from day into night now. And after this game, the Whitman Hanson girls soccer team undefeated, as Bob Rodgers told us on the air. So they are playing. So we wish the Lady Panthers very good luck in that game tonight. Hopefully the crowd here will stick around for the doubleheader as they come out. As Duarte calling signals, man in motion. Duarte keeps the ball, and he finds nothing as he was taken down. Good work by Whitman Hanson. And it'll be 4th and 1. So, well, now it's an even bigger 4th down with the ball even closer to the Whitman Hanson goal line. You can hear the crowd. Line of scrimmage at the 6-yard line. 4th and 1. Handoff to the right side, and let's see if he got it or not. The officials calling timeout. They're going to spot the ball, and they say 1st down. So 1st and goal for the Raiders as they are moving and straight ahead and falling forward for a couple of yards. And it'll be 2nd down as the clock under a minute, approximately 40 seconds to go. And we get a timeout in this second quarter. It is Somerset-Berkley 14, Whitman Hanson 8. And Kevin Tocci has joined our group. What is your official? Are you the program manager? Are you the general manager?
No. Steve Roy, of course, is your executive director of Whitman Hanson Community Access. I am Access Program Operations, or something like that.
Okay.
It's some fancy.
You're one of the big shots.
I'm a full. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm a compliment to what Mr. Steve Roy has put into
Steve
place.
Roy, but after that,
It's me and Carol Brewster and Paul Watson. We are the gears in the machine.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we are.
You have.
And Mr. Roy is the one who is guiding it, piloting it.
Okay.
And you're doing a fit. We want to thank you, Charlie. Charlie, you've done a fantastic job. Even though you've had different moving parts throughout this football season, I know you had Mr. Mark Littlefield here. You're kind of doing the work yourself here today. We want to thank you for the work that you've done with us here.
I want to thank you, Kevin. This I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. This is great. I love it. And Duarte, quarterback, keeper, takes it, and he is in for the touchdown. So
the visitors are going crazy across the way.
Yep. So it is now 20-8 as Somerset-Berkley with the touchdown, and they will go for points. I'm sure that Coach Driscoll will have a few choice
Game's not over.
things to say. No, it is
Game's not over. And if I might also add, again, yourself being a volunteer, we have a lot of James Cullity, who's actually keeping score tonight. We got Joe Goldsberry, who's also here. George Kirby, who has helped out during the year. We've had student like Nick Backus, who's been here. Jess Deutsch, who's helped us out. All the folks who have helped out and volunteered. So we definitely thank all of our volunteers throughout the season. And we're going to look forward to hopefully doing some basketball.
Mm-hmm. And the try for the two was no good, as Steve DeFrende could not take it in. So the teams come back upfield. It is 20-8 as the Raiders lead the Panthers. Well, I can tell you, Kevin, I have broadcast high school football on the South Shore. This marks my 34th year, and there isn't, other than my house, this is in a press box. Calling a high school football game is where I want to be. There is nothing like it, and I look forward, and hopefully maybe next year, if you get stuck and need somebody, you got my number.
No, I will. Hopefully you'll continue doing sports. Like I said, basketball season coming up. I don't know if that's your thing or not.
I'm not a great basketball announcer.
That's okay. Again, remember, it's volunteer work. Well, and you know what? We put the call out on Facebook looking for volunteers. Mm-hmm. You're one of those who stepped up. Like I said, Joe Goldsberry, somebody else who also has helped us, along with James Cullity, a whole host of people.
And we get a bouncing kick. It's going to be fielded at the 20 to the 25-yard line, and that is about all. So it'll be first down for Whitman Hanson. Dylan Thomas on the return.
0.3 of a second, maybe about 30 seconds.
Yep, I think about 30 seconds.
About 3 seconds left.
Yep. So timeout called.
What do you do here, Charlie? What do you do here?
What do you do? Well,
do you just put the knee down, or do you just throw it up there?
Yeah, I would throw it up. You're down by a good number of points, and the chances of an interception and running it back are pretty small. And there's a pass play, incomplete, right in the hands of Bobby McCormick, and he had it. I think he just turned to look upfield, second too early, and the ball came out.
You have to catch it first before you make a football play.
Yep. And,
it's that simple.
All right. Well, it is second down and 10, so there's still time here, and you have to get it close for a field goal or go for the home run. Absolutely at this point. And back to pass is Smith. He throws it to the left. Has a couple of men, but it is intercepted at the 38-yard line.
The third pick of the game, isn't it?
Yep. C.J. Mulrooney, 150-pound senior, hauls it in, and so the Raiders will have the ball first down and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Well,
now, if you're Somerset-Berkley, you have a 20-8 lead.
Mm-hmm.
Do you chance anything? What do you do where you're not so much, do you just take the knee?
Yeah, I think they take the knee because they haven't been a passing team. They've been running,
pounding
the
ball,
and just take the ball, put the knee down, or hand it off a couple of times, but I don't think they're going to go deep. They pitch it, sweep to the left for about 3-4 yards to Nate Holt, and that'll be a gain of maybe a yard, make it second down and 9. And
might be the last one.
Yeah, the Raiders
winding down.
Raiders just not taking any rush here, and now we get the whistle, and that is the end of the first half here at Dennis O'Brien Field. Our score now, wait a minute, let's hold it here. We've got whistles, and I'm hearing there's 3 seconds left in the half.
3 seconds left in the half.
So we almost spoke too soon. But 3 seconds, so I think the Raiders are just going to kind of do the same thing, pitch it, quarterback sneak it, put the knee down, whatever, go in with
it's
the
an
lead.
impressive team where it seems as though they know how to move the pile. They don't have to do anything fancy.
No.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
You get 3 or 4 yards per play. That's all you need to do.
As quarterback back, he pitches it, sweeping to the right and getting some room up over the 40, and taken down there was Kyle Crombie, and now that is the end of the first half here at Dennis O'Brien Field. Our score at halftime is the Somerset-Berkley Raiders 20, the Whitman Hanson Panthers 8. We invite you to stay tuned. We will be back with the second half. You're watching Whitman Hanson Community Access, and we are thrilled to have you and our Kevin Tocci, who is here, Executive Director Steve Roy, Joe Goldsberry, Jim Cullity, and
Paul Watson.
Bob Watson.
Paul Watson.
Paul Watson, I'm
Paul
sorry. And I got everybody?
We got everybody.
Okay, we got everybody.
We're going to
So
step aside for a moment. We'll
we
be back.
will be back with the third quarter action. Welcome back to Dennis O'Brien Field. The Whitman Hanson Panthers are losing to Somerset-Berkley by a score of 20-8. And sitting alongside is James Cullity. He is a student at Whitman Hanson High School. And James, you've been keeping statistics for us. I'm going to turn it over to you and let us know how the team's made out.
It's a pretty good game so far. Like you said, Whitman Hanson's down 20-8, but overall it's a pretty decent game so far.
And as far as yardage, some of the things that the teams did well, could do better. How does it look?
Well, so far, Somerset-Berkley only got one extra point, and that's really the only statistics that I wrote down.
All right. Well, what do you think? What's your prediction for the second half?
Hopefully Whitman Hanson makes a comeback to beat Somerset-Berkley.
Well, what do you think the Panthers have to do differently?
Defense needs to be a little bit better, letting them get right by them.
All right, and we get the kickoff, and it goes out of bounds, and there's a penalty flag over on the far side as Whitman kicked it off to Somerset-Berkley, and this will be an illegal procedure as the ball went out of bounds, or it'll be a first down, so Somerset-Berkley takes it 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Let's see. Nope, now they're moving the sticks. Actually, it'll be the 40, their own 40-yard line. 1st and 10. And Whitman Hanson needs to come up with solving the mystery of this offense, as it has been a ground game for the Raiders, and using wings, and the quarterback does this little spin thing when he's handing the ball off, and that's a bit confusing. On first down, handoff to the tailback. He's to the 40, up to the 45-yard line goes Steve Holt, and it'll be second down. Anton Correa making that stop. So 2nd down and 5. We went through the seniors for Whitman Hanson. We'll try and do that again. But one thing I'll say is that Whitman Hanson has a lot of sophomores and juniors, so that should bode well for this team next year. I formation, man in motion, handoff to the tailback, hit by black jerseys all over the place. Kyle Crombie making that stop. Bob Carley in on the tackle. And it's going to be third down, 3rd and 3. And we've just started the second half, but this is an important third down for Whitman Hanson. If they can shut the door on him here and get the punt, that will be a big morale booster. As the crowd getting into it now, get behind their Panthers. Well, now we have a wide out to the right. Quarterback with an I formation. And he handed it off to the tailback. Wow. And they are short of a first down as Crombie was unsuccessful, as Matt Evans making that stop along with a couple of other black jerseys. So a step in the right direction for Whitman Hanson. And it's going to be 4th and 1, and they are not going to punt. The Raiders are going to go for it on 4th and 1. Everybody tight in behind the quarterback. They pitch it to the left, and I think they've got it. Crombie making the run on the quick pitch, and Matt Evans again on the stop, but that will be a first down, and that is a shame. But still plenty of territory. Whitman Hanson on defense with the ball at the Panther 49-yard line as Faria gets the play from the bench, brings it out. Whitman Hanson front linebackers, everybody playing tight, nobody wide, and there goes a pitch to the tailback again. Crombie, he's got a couple of yards, and that is about all. And it'll be second down. Stop made by Bobby McCormick for Whitman Hanson. 2nd and 6. Whitman Hanson defending the goal to our right. That is the goal away from the Panther statue. Quarterback under center. Faria keeping the ball, trying to turn the corner, gets a block on his feet at the 45 and down to the 42-yard line. He's going to be short of a first down. Matt Evans on the stop. And it will be third down. We'll call it a long 3. And again, an important play for the Panthers as they try and stop the Raiders, who lead 20-8 in this football game. 2 receivers go to the right, and we've got movement. Left tackle moved on that play, and that's going to cost the Raiders 5 yards. And it is marked against them. They have not had too many penalties tonight. I can't quite remember, James. Any idea on penalties? I think maybe one other one against the Raiders.
No, I hope Whitman Hanson doesn't get any more penalties.
Okay, so it's going to be 3rd down and 8 again, same formation. Faria on the pitch to his left wing, and he gets to the 41-yard line, but he's going to be too short. Well, mark it almost at the 42. Matt Evans, one of the captains, making that stop. So, 4th and 3. So, again, Whitman Hanson can do big things to themselves if they can stop the Raiders. Same formation, quarterback under center, man in motion. They hand it off, and they do not get the first down. As I see it, yep, as Kyle Crombie was stopped, and it is first down for Whitman Hanson at their own 40-yard line. Great work by the defense, as I think they're finally getting the hang of the Raider offense and the uniqueness of it with backs on each wing and 1 or 2 backs in the backfield. Smith takes the snap, and he throws it incomplete. Oh, did anybody get the number of that truck? Noel Goodson was pummeled. He had the ball, and it was jarred loose by the defender. I believe that was Zach Gordon. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Whitman Hanson. As the offensive coordinator calling in the plays, we're going to run down all the coaches because they do great work. 2nd down and 10 from the wing, and a pitch and another pitch, and to the 50, 45. Going down the field is Jason Bossy, and he is taken down at the 30-yard line. Nate Holt with the stop. That was a pitch to Smith, who then pitched it to Bossy, and he was off to the races and nearly took that to the house, but got good yardage, about 27 yards on that play, and it is a first down. Smith calling signals, receivers left and right, hands it off to his back inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That was Noah Cookson with the ball. So it'll be 2nd down, gain of 4, 2nd and 6 for the Panthers, who could use points, probably a touchdown more than a field goal from the shotgun. Smith has trouble handing it off to his back, Cookson. Both of them had the football, and Smith didn't want to give it up, and Cookson was trying to get it, and he couldn't get it, so they were both taken down. So that's an unfortunate play, and it sets up a 3rd down and 9 for the Panthers from the Raiders' 32-yard line. Receivers left and right, shotgun. Quarterback Smith back to pass, has the time, has the protection, has the receiver, touchdown! What? As Liam Sweeney holds in the pass, and Whitman Hanson is on the board. As at about a 32-yard pass from Smith to Sweeney, and it is 20-14. Whitman is going to go for the single point with Bob Carley to hold. Ball down, kick is up, and the teams come back, and it is good. Jason Bossy puts it through, and the Panthers have cut the lead of the Raiders. It is now 20-14. So Whitman Hanson doing what they had to do, and the story would be, keep it up, guys. wanted to mention the coaches. We talk about Mike Driscoll in his 5th year, but the assistant coaches, and they do a great job. A lot of things, and sometimes they go unrecognized, unnoticed. But you don't have a good football team without good assistant coaches. Keith Sweeney, Zach Costa, Paul Scarpelli, Matt Rodman, and Chris Colclaw, who somewhere must be related to Jimmy Colclaw, the great receiver for the old Boston Patriots. So now Whitman kicks it off. It is a low bouncing kick. Fumbled a little bit, now taken to the left, to the 20, to the 30, and up to the 34-yard line goes Kyle Crombie. And a pretty good field position for Somerset-Berkley. But the lead is cut as it is 20-15 as they mark the ball. It's going to be at about the 34. And let's see if Whitman Hanson can keep up this defense. A very tight formation has been the case the whole game. Man in motion. Here comes the blitz. And a pitch over the 35 and down to about the 38-yard line. And that was carried by Bobby McNeil. And Bobby McCormick making that stop for a 3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7. Well, I'll tell you, this Somerset-Berkley team keeping it close to the vest, not throwing, not really doing much in the way of trick plays. Pitch to the wingback up over the 45 into Panther territory, and he is taken down as that was Steve Freilich making that run, and it is a 1st down. The ball now at the Panther 48-yard line. Yeah, I have seen teams that, of course, do the wishbone and they never throw, but this team with the 2 wingbacks and just the 1 man in the backfield, fumble in the backfield, but it is recovered by Bobby McNeil. So it is a busted play, no gain, 2nd down and 10 for the Raiders.
Check that, loss of about a yard. 2nd and 11.
As they come out, same formation. That's going to be for the whole game. Now, man goes in motion, pitch, sweep left, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bob Carley making that stop as the sweep was Nate Holt. And so it's going to be a loss of 3, 3rd down and 11 for the Raiders. Big defensive opportunity right now for Whitman Hanson. As the defense, 4 front, 4 linebackers, and the 3 deep backs. And the quarterback is actually back to pass. He throws it down, and it is incomplete. That was intended for Noah Julius, but great coverage by Dylan Thomas and also Dan Layton knocking that ball away. So it is 4th and 11. And the Raiders are forced to punt it to the Panthers, who should get pretty good field position. Bossy is going deep. He stands at about his 15-yard line. Now we've got only 10 men on the field. Now they have 11. That was the center. You need him to snap the ball. Punter gets the ball at the 40, kicks it. Not a good kick. It's high in the air, and it rolls out of bounds on the far side. So it's up to the Zebras now to figure out where that ball went out of bounds. It will be to Whitman Hanson's advantage. One official is standing at the 35, but I think it went out before that. But let's see. The officials are discussing it right now, as the official with the football stands at the 35, but our referee is talking with one of his cohorts. And let's see where they're going to mark this. If it's a 35, I think Whitman Hanson got gypped a little bit. I think it went out more to the 40. Well, they put it at the 36-yard line. All right. Whitman Hanson takes it. Smith on the handoff. And a fake up to the 50 to the 49-yard line. As Smith kept it, I fell for the fake. The running back who was hit by a Raider, and that was Bossy, but Smith kept it, and he got around 15 yards. So the ball at the 49 now with the Raiders. Smith keeps it, hands it off. To the left side goes Bossy. He's got some room. He's inside the 40, down to about the 38-yard line. Two great plays in a row for Jason Bossy, who no doubt will be a key component of Coach Driscoll's team next year, as he is a junior. Two receivers right, the ball near hash mark. Smith takes the handoff. He keeps it again and falls forward. Maybe he got a yard or two at the very most. And the stop made by Sean Rockcliffe. So it'll be second down. Yeah, we'll give him two. So it'll be second down and 8. Smith again with the two receivers to the right, awaiting the snap from center. He takes it, throws it back over the middle, has a man at the 30, busts a tackle at the 25, to the 20, to the 10, 5, touchdown Whitman Hanson.
Sweeney breaking tackles left and right.
What a play by Liam Sweeney. He caught the ball in the middle of the field from Smith, broke at least two Raider tackles and took it in to the left side of the end zone. So Whitman Hanson takes the lead. It is 21-20 with under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Well, this Whitman Hanson team, this is the fourth time I've seen them, and they have been a second half team. That they get down, and in the second half, they just come back, and they're doing it again. So now we'll have the point after try. And they're going to go. They are going for it. Smith awaits. Gets the snap, looks, throws in the end zone, and it is incomplete. That was intended for Pete Amato, but thrown a little bit in front of him. If he had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar length arms, he might have hauled that in, but just no chance for him. But the teams come back upfield, and Whitman Hanson, for the first time in the game, takes the lead 21-20 with about 13 seconds to go in the third quarter. Now, it has been the offense and the defense, and both components have to play the same in this fourth quarter to come away with a victory. Two deep men back. Nate Holt one of them, and the other is Kyle Crombie. And Bossy will kick this off from his own 40. Steps into the ball, line drive kick, and it goes over the receiver. He takes it in the end zone, now comes out, and he is pummeled at about the 18-yard line. I am surprised he even got that far, but good coverage and a great kick. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders, and they're going to mark it at the 19-yard line.
Raiders will take over at their own 19-yard line.
As Whitman Hanson taking the lead. Closing seconds of this third quarter. 2 touchdowns in this third quarter have put the Panthers back in the game and on top for the first time tonight. And let's see, same formation, although they did throw last time. Quarterback under center, wing in motion, wing gets the handoff, they sweep, breaking tackles, 1, 2, and is finally taken down by Brett Holmes right in front of the Whitman Hanson bench as Kyle Crombie with that sweep for 8 yards. And that is the end of the third quarter here at Dennis O'Brien Field. You are listening, or excuse me, not listening, you're watching the WHCA Whitman Hanson Community Access, serving the towns of Whitman and Hanson, 21-20 with 1 quarter to go. And I'll tell you, as I said, every one of these games that I've done in the last few weeks, Whitman Hanson has definitely been a second-half team. So let's see if they can keep it that way for the entire rest of the game.
Matt Evans, actually, one of the Panthers, he is committed to playing college football for Trinity College. He is
Trinity.
Yep. Mr.
Excellent
Rodgers.
school, and I think there will be some more of these senior Panthers that will be wind up going and playing good college football. And now the referee, he's stopping the clock, and now he says, nope, everything's fine. Forget I said it. All right, so 2nd down and 2 for the Raiders. And now the official looking again. He went into the line. Now he comes out. Okay. 2nd down and 2. Quarterback and Whitman Hanson blitzing there, but they run it, and it is a 1st down. Kyle Crombie for Somerset-Berkley, and they have the ball. 1st down and 10 at their own 29-yard line. This has been a very spirited football game. And if you're watching this on TV and didn't come here tonight, you've missed a good game. Quarterback under center, and now he keeps it. Quarterback sneak. No, he handed it off. Excuse me. That was to Blair Gomes, and that's a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Raiders 34-yard line.
One of the Whitman Hanson senior captains, Liam Sweeney's having a great game. 2 touchdowns in the third quarter.
He is an outstanding football player, and so certainly the Panthers are going to miss him, but he's had a great career here. On 2nd down, there's a pitch straight ahead, and up over the 35 to about the 37-yard line. And so it'll be third down and 3
Third down and 3
for
on the 33-yard line.
Somerset-Berkley. As these two teams, as athletic director Bob Rodgers told us, have history, as Somerset-Berkley defeated Whitman Hanson last year in the Battle of the Dashes. And there's a pitch for third down and nothing doing. Oh, Jason Bossy was in there. Brett Holmes, let's see who gets off the bottom of the pile. It was Bob Carley. So it was 4th and 2. And it will be I'm going to say a punting situation, but the Raiders are going to go for it. And, well, this could be chancy. But let's see, quarterback under center, looking over the 9-man defense, pitch submarining straight ahead, and I think Crombie got it for the first down as he just went low and took it. Yep, first down. So, well, I can't accuse Somerset-Berkley of not being a gambling team, and now we've got an injured player on the field, and he's being attended to by the trainers. And I don't like to. One of my old adages is I don't like to name anybody until I can see their numbers. I think I did, but I don't want to say it because somebody watching or listening or whatever, and you give the wrong player's number, and then you've got parents who are freaking out. So I'll just hold off right now until the player. He's sitting up. And so he's being looked at, and now he's up, and it is Bob Carley, who was shaken up. He's coming out of the game. He's walking under his own power, and so they'll take a look at him on the sideline and see if he is good enough. The training staff will check him out and see if he is able to return. 1st and 10, back to the game for the Raiders at their own 42-yard line, and the pitch to the tailback. He's got a little room, and Kyle Crombie just dragged Mickey Martell with him. That is the thing that has not amazed me, but this Raider team able to get in there, and it looks like they're being wrapped up or taken down, and somehow they're able to submarine their way for more yardage. So 8-yard pickup, 2nd down and 2. The ball just short of the midfield stripe. 21-20, Whitman Hanson with the lead here in the 4th quarter. Quarterback back to pass, rushes on. He throws it, and incomplete. One of the defenders was tripped up as that was overthrown and intended for Blair Gomes, but one of the Whitman Hanson defenders was tripped up by Gomes, but no flag. That could have very easily been offensive interference. So now it's 3rd down and a couple. As Same formation. Whitman Hanson playing it up tight. Here comes that linebacker again. Straight ahead, and it's enough for a first down, as Crombie has been a thorn in the side of Whitman Hanson in this game.
To about the 46-yard line.
They mark it at the 46-yard line. As I said, this is the Battle of the Dashes. You have Whitman Hanson playing Somerset-Berkley, or hyphen, if you will. First down and 10, and the pitch to the tailback. He's got a couple, but good defense that time by the Whitman Hanson front four to take him down after a gain of just 3. It'll be second down. Second and 7 as the wind blows in and knocks my papers. The official timekeeper, thank you very much. Doing a good job down there. Thank you. As the official timekeeper is part of the officiating crew. All right, from the double wing again, and the pitch to the tailback. He's got room at the 40 and is tripped up down at about the 36-yard line. Nate Holt. And the tackle made by Mickey Martell. And once again, and this has been a problem on first and second down. The Raiders have gotten good yardage, so they've had second or third and short. We're here. It is 3rd and 1 from the 36 of Whitman Hanson. Everybody playing up pitch to the tailback. He's got the first down and more. Bobby McNeil.
Picked up the first down.
And it is a first down stop for Whitman Hanson by the entire line. Matt Evans. And they mark it at the 34-yard line. We've got about 5.5 minutes to go in this football game. Whitman Hanson clinging to a 1-point lead as the crowd yelling for the Panthers to make a defensive stand. Man in motion, pitch to the motion man, sweeping to the right. And he gets nothing. Bobby McCormick just came in and took down Bobby McNeil. And that is a loss of a couple of yards, so it is 2nd and 11.
35-yard line.
As Whitman Hanson lines up, Raiders come out. This is kind of a payback game as the Raiders beat the Panthers last year in the playoffs. And there is handoff straight ahead inside the 10, inside the 5, and a touchdown. Bobby McNeil took it in from 35 yards. And it is now 26-21 as Somerset-Berkley takes the lead once again. Well, that was just a straight handoff down the far sideline. That's the second time that Somerset-Berkley has taken the ball down the sideline for a score in this game. And right now, it is a 5-point lead, and timeout being taken by Somerset-Berkley to decide whether they want to kick or go for the 2. 5-point lead, so kick would give Whitman Hanson, if they scored and got a kick, a chance to get back in the lead. If it's 2, then it would be a 7-point lead. So we'll see what Coach Nick Freitas decides here. as he has his special team 11 all huddled up. Okay. I think your 30 seconds are up. Come on. This is the longest 30-second timeout seen. All right. Yeah, well, yeah, the referee finally blows his whistle. All right, let's see what they're going to do. As they come out, huddle up. Whitman Hanson awaiting them at the goal line, and they are going to go for two. Faria calling signals under center, same formation. He steps in and looking, has a man, and let's say it is good. For the two-point conversion, I believe it was Bobby McNeil who took it in for the two.
Two-point conversion is good by Bobby McNeil.
And there was a penalty on Whitman Hanson, which was declined, so the two-point conversion is good. It is now 28-21 as Whitman Hanson trails by 7 in this game with about 4.5 minutes to go.
Let's hope that Nick Smith and the Panthers offense can step it up and maybe make a play or something to make.
Well, they, as we said, they have been a second half team, James, and so they need a touchdown and then decide to go for the tie or the lead.
For Whitman Hanson, number 7, Jason Bossy, and number 17, Dylan
So
Thomas.
Whitman Hanson defending the Panther end.
Kicking off for the Raiders, number 22, Matt
Here
Shea.
at Dennis O'Brien Field, and again, white shoes, Devin Uria flexing his feet. He will kick it off. And it is a low kick, and it's fielded by one of the up men at the 20 to the 24-yard line, Dylan Thomas. And a little bit of indecision there as the two Whitman receivers are kind of, I'll take it, no, you take it, no, I'll take it. Well, finally, they took it, and it is 1st and 10 for the Whitman Hanson Panthers. Smith comes out. He has a back to his left from the shotgun. Smith keeps it through the line. He's got a hole. He's over the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And that looks like around an 8-yard pickup. And it will be 2nd down. Bobby McNeil, who got the 2 points. Well, they mark it as a 6-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd down and 4. 3:40 to go in the football game, and Smith takes it in trouble, goes forward and gets the 1st down. Smith had white jerseys all over him and just took a play from the Raiders book and went underneath and got enough for the 1st down. Ball now at their own 38-yard line. Back this time to the right, and Smith takes it again. He's got a hole. He's to the 40, 45, in to Raider territory. 1st down for Whitman Hanson.
Crossing in the Raider territory.
Offensive game so far today for the Panthers too.
Well,
Smith is on a tear. this year.
that is the way to do it. Do it yourself. And Smith has done it here. This time he hands it off to the 45-yard line goes Bossy, maybe down to the 44-yard line. Stop made by Blair Gomes.
44-yard line.
So it'll be second down for the Panthers
Second and 4.
as line of scrimmage, the Raiders' 44-yard line from the shotgun. Smith keeps it, breaks a couple of tackles on his feet. He's inside the 35 and down to about the 34, and that is another Whitman Hanson first down. They've got about 2:41 to go in regulation, so it is now or never for the Panthers. Smith calling signals with the handoff, going to Bossy, and Bossy gets inside the 35 down to about the 33-yard line. It'll be second down and 8 as Nick Smith looks in at the sideline and Coach Mike Driscoll.
Second down and 8.
Now, one of the linemen looks over at the bench, Anton Kalia. Smith looking, throws it, has a man, and it is incomplete. He had his receiver, Liam Sweeney, but just in and out of his hands. And so it's going to be third down and 8 for Whitman Hanson. We're under 2 minutes to go in this football game. As the crowd is fully behind the Panthers, Smith back to pass, looking, has a man in the end zone, and he got it, touchdown! Nick Smith, falling catch in the end zone. The official had to look and make sure he had control of the ball. He did. Nick Smith hauls it in for the touchdown, about a 34-yard touchdown pass from Smith to Sweeney. And we get a timeout called
Great second half.
as the Panthers now trail by 1 point. It is 28-27 with a minute 50 to go. All right, James, you're the coach. What do you do, 1 or 2?
I'll go for the 2 would be a lot.
All right, you're going for the 2. Okay. Well, let's see what it'll be. And there's still timeout on the field, and yes.
If I may interrupt real quick, I think we have somebody special from the audience who is here. What's your name, young lady?
Erin Sweeney.
And tell us about the young man who just caught that touchdown pass.
That's my son, number 11, Liam Sweeney.
And he is a senior or a junior?
He's a senior. Yes.
So tell me what it's been like to have him here.
It's been awesome. He's had an amazing senior year. His junior year, he got hurt. He broke his bone in his knee. So it's been awesome to have him back on the field and doing so great, and has had such an amazing year.
And he's had quite the game too, hasn't he?
Yes, he has 3 touchdowns. Go Panthers.
And again, your name?
Erin Sweeney.
Thank you, Erin.
Erin, nice to meet you. Congratulations. Whitman Hanson has tied the game as Bossy kicked it through, so we're all even at 28-28.
I saw her jumping up and down
Yes.
against Kevin Tocci.
Oh, yeah, well,
with Whitman Hanson Community
it
Access.
must have
She
been
was
the
jumping up and
jersey
down,
that
and the 2
said-
kids who were down at the end were calling out to her a couple of times.
yeah,
So
well, the
we
jersey
would
that
bring
said
her in.
Sweeney on the
You can't
back,
ma- you-
that
you-
had to be.
You can't miss it. What? Yeah. But I thought it would be nice. She was down there, and he's had a great game so far. So why not have her on Whitman Hanson Community Access?
That's the best thing. This is everybody's television. So, All right, now we're all even, and we get the kick from Bossy. It's fielded at the 20, to the 25, to the 30, 35, and up to about the 38-yard line. And we've got about a minute 40 to go, and I guess for the Raiders right now, they've got the white-shoed kicker, or the yellow-shoed. So I would assume he knows how to kick field goals.
I would assume so. I mean, you've got enough time. It'll be interesting because Somerset-Berkley has been running the ball. We've barely seen them pass the ball, and anytime that they have,
twice.
Yeah, they haven't been successful. So,
right, and there's a pitch to the back, and he gets maybe a yard. That's about it. Kevin Tocci is alongside right now, and so they give him 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Line of scrimmage is the 42-yard line of the Raiders. And a timeout called with a minute and a half to go. So they're obviously going to try and set up for a field goal.
well, it'll be interesting to see what the Panthers can do here, seeing this is their final home game of the season.
Yep. Well, and who are they playing next week? Sharon, I believe
they're
Bob
Sharon,
Rodgers
correct,
said. And I don't think they're watching this in Abington, but for crying out loud, the Panthers beat Abington. I mean,
Abington is a good team. The Green Wave have given Whitman fits over the past couple of Thanksgivings, but hopefully this is a different Panther team.
Yep. So I'd really like to see a Panther W on Thanksgiving. 2nd down and 8. Quarterback pitch sweep to the right to the 40 and up to about the 44-yard line.
I will have to say,
3rd down.
I will have to say is that the Panther defense in the second half has stiffened up a little bit, where they've made a few stops, and that's why we're seeing a difference on the scoreboard.
And it's like Jekyll and Hyde. The games that I've done, Whitman Hanson has always kind of given up a lead in the first half, and they come back and have won or at least lost on a last-second something or other in every game.
Well,
so,
Charlie, think of the last game that you were behind the microphone here. How thrilling that game was. Charlie, I think that might have to. That you are the thrill. I think you're the reason why we're seeing these thrilling games.
I have no idea. All right, it is 3rd down and 4, so it'll be 2 downs here, and the pitch sweep, halfback option pass, and he overthrows his receiver as Kyle Crombie tried to throw the halfback option pass, well overthrown. Good coverage by Whitman Hanson's Liam Sweeney.
Yep.
And so now it is 4th and 4. And
I think the last thing you want
20.
Last thing you want to do is give the Panthers prime real estate. You definitely have to punt this.
Yep. So they're going to punt it, and we'll see if the Panthers peel back to set up a return. And it is another line drive kick. It takes a bounce at the 30 to the 25,
bounce,
and it will be downed at the 25-yard line. So Whitman Hanson at their own 25, still with just over a minute to go. So we're all even at 28.
I think the one thing that bodes well for the Panthers is they're not strictly a ground, a running team, that they can throw the ball downfield. Biggest problem we've seen all night is dropped. There were a couple of times we've seen, wide open receivers, and they dropped the ball. They didn't catch the ball before making a football play.
Been right in the bread basket, if you will. All right, Smith.
Here we go.
calling signals from the shotgun. He rolls to the right. He's looking. He throws it out, and it is incomplete. That was intended for Liam Sweeney. Incomplete. But the incompleted pass stops the clock with 1:09 to go. And, well, if they end up in a tie, there's an overtime, and I am not up on my overtime rules. I will admit that, and especially this being a playoff game. Smith back to pass, looking for his man over the middle, and that was almost.
Turbo almost had his 4th pick of the game. He's got to be careful there.
Yep, absolutely.
There's one thing that this team has is that they do have a good defensive backfield.
All right, so it is 3rd and 10.
Got to get a first down here.
You got to get a first down.
Got to work the sidelines here.
And Smith keeps it. He's got the first down. He's got more to the 40, 45.
I got to tell you.
First down for Whitman Hanson.
Turbo knows how to find holes. He's been doing it all game.
Yep, absolutely.
Timely run play.
Yep, and we're under a minute now.
A little bit of a misdirection.
So we're all tied at 28, so a field goal could win this. Smith back to pass, has a man, incomplete.
Got a flag, got to be a flag.
Where is the flag? As Austin Prudenti had his arms wrapped around Sweeney before the ball got there. The officials do a great job and everything, but that looked questionable. Let me put it that way. It is 2nd down and 10. Smith throws it out, has a man, and it is incomplete, almost intercepted.
Dylan Thomas.
Nate Holt nearly picked that off, so now it is 3rd down for Whitman Hanson at their own 46-yard line. All right. And if you don't get the first down, I'd say you got to punt it. You can't go for 4th down, as I think the Raiders have a pretty good kicker who could put one through. It's a 3rd down. Smith maybe will call his number here. Receivers left and right. He's back to pass. He throws it out. Has a man, but incomplete. Bossy, the intended receiver. But he overthrew him.
35 seconds.
35 seconds. And, well, I don't know if Mike Driscoll's a riverboat gambler or not, but I would punt it.
Go for it.
But let's see what he's gonna call.
Panthers gonna go for it here on 4th and 10.
And they are going. Wow! What a gutsy call by the coaching staff. Trips to the left, wide man to the right, and now the Raiders call a timeout. Wow. That's all I can say, because you're going to go for it. The line of scrimmage is the 46 of Whitman Hanson. It is 4th and 10, so they have to get to the Raider 44-yard line to get a first down. As time out, both coaches, Mike Driscoll for Whitman Hanson and Nick Freitas for Somerset-Berkley, in the rematch of last year's playoff game that the Raiders beat the Panthers. Whitman Hanson walking up slowly. Look like men on a mission. 2 receivers left, 1 right, the ball far hash mark. Smith takes the snap, waits, looks, throws it, has 2 receivers, and it is caught at the 20, make it the 18-yard line.
Down to the 19-yard line.
As Jason Fossey hauled in a pass between 2 Raider defenders.
As I said, Panthers have quite the passing attack, one thing that the Raiders do not have.
Yep. All right, a field goal would win this around 20 seconds. Smith keeps the ball up the middle. He's got some room, and he is down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
16 seconds remaining.
And 16, the clock is stopped. And now they start the clock. And now the officials, they start the clock, so we've got about 15 to go. And
Do you kick this?
let's see. Yeah, I think the coaching staff for Whitman
It's an
Hanson
extra point.
is saying kick it. So,
Looks like they're going to go for a field goal here.
yeah,
There you go.
with 0.6 of a second.
Heck it.
Prime kicker and Jason Boston. We all have faith there.
And so, let's see, the line of scrimmage is about the 8, so,
Going to be
Add
about
about
a 24-yard field goal.
and it'll be about a 28-yarder to win the game. We are all even at 28-28. Somerset-Berkley and the Never Say Die Whitman Hanson Panthers. As Whitman comes out, and the crowd, they're into this, as they should be. As in 34 years of broadcasting, I have not seen a more exciting team than Whitman Hanson.
Heck of a way to close out the
All
home
right.
game.
Bossy waiting. Smith took the snap, but
Timeout Raiders.
it was a timeout call by Somerset-Berkley at the very last second. So the suspense continues. Well, for those of you watching, you have seen a great game here tonight in Whitman and Hanson. If you are here, you're witness to a great game live. And, well, we'll just let it go. Smith
All right, here we
to
go.
hold for Bossy. It'll come from the 11. Nope. Let's see. And there's another snap. And the Raiders take another timeout after the ball was snapped. Okay. Whatever. There'll be a pause in my speaking right now, so I won't say anything.
It's quite interesting now. Back-to-back Raiders calling both
Hold
timeouts.
that now.
Well, I mean, the ball has been snapped, and both times. All right. Smith from the 16-yard line. It'll be a 26-yard field goal to win the game, as Smith will hold for Bossy, and I think you'll be able to hear the crowd whichever way it goes. Ball down, and it is blocked.
Blocked. Wow.
It is blocked.
Wow.
Oh, my. And that is the end of regulation.
Regulation with the game tied at
It is 28-28. Oh, what a disappointment for Whitman Hanson not to get that field goal.
And I think there's some question whether there is a soccer game that's supposed to be proceeding, and it's an MIAA sanctioned game that's supposed to start at 7. So
Well,
let's see what happens here. A little
right.
bit of a conversation at the 30.
Yeah, there are, and I do apologize.
What do we do here? Do we just shake hands and go home and say it's a tie?
No, the captains are going to go out. We're going to have
A little bit of a coin toss.
we're going to have an overtime, and I will admit to not being up on the overtime. It used to be
I would think
ball at the 10, and you'd get 4 tries and could either score a touchdown or get a field goal. I'm not sure if that is still what is in play or not, or whether
I
they
think
will
we're about
kick
to
the
find
ball.
out.
Yep, we're going to find out.
We're going to find out.
So our referee talking to the captains, and
Who knew?
yeah. Now
Bonus football.
bonus football.
Bonus football.
I hope there's enough tape, no, it's digital now. That's right. Sorry, I'm showing my age.
all good.
You got 50 million hours of digital space, so you'll be fine.
Just a little bit of a conversation going on.
Yep. No, just the
Overtime
pleasantries, and they're explaining the overtime rules. And so we will see what goes on here. And I do apologize to our viewers for not knowing
Quite the turn of events.
overtime rules. But it's been a few years since I've seen an overtime game, and I have not kept up
All right, Charlie.
with the MIAA current rules for overtime. But we're all even at 28 in what has been one heck of a football game. Now the coin is tossed. It is on the ground, and Whitman Hanson is going to take the goal toward the Panther. All right, they are heading down. Looks like they are still using the 10-yard mark, and each team will get 4 opportunities to score. If the game is still tied, they will do it again. Let's
Interesting.
see. Where they're going to mark it. They're asking for a football. And
All right, so we actually have
it
one
at
of
the
the
10.
one of the young men in the who's that down in the which went down? Josh. Josh has gone down speaking with the AD Bob Rodgers, just to kind of get some clarification. I think you're on the right path.
Yeah.
That this is going to be an opportunity from the 10-yard line.
yeah, this
able
this
to-
has been what I'm used to. So each team will have 4 plays or up to 4 plays. If the first team, if Whitman gets a touchdown, then the Raiders get a chance. If they get a touchdown or whatever, and there's a keeper for Smith, and
Wow.
he is in for the touchdown.
That did not take long, did it? And the home crowd goes wild.
That's your go-to guy.
So
on
we're-
the first
we're
play.
being told this, they have to go for 2 on this. They have
Yep.
to.
Well,
Panthers going for 2 here.
yep. The Nick Smith, I mean, he's got some talented
The
people,
Raiders will
but
have a chance from the Panther 10-yard line
in
as well.
that situation, you wouldn't want the ball in anyone else's hands. Beautiful, beautiful run by Smith. So now they are going for the 2. Empty backfield with the except of Smith. Man in motion now. The motion man comes next to him. Smith keeps the ball, and he is in for the 2 points. It is 35-28.
Got a thrilling game going on. Did you think at halftime that scored 20-6, it was going to be this thrilling?
From my brief experience with this Whitman Hanson team, I didn't give up because I knew they were a second half team, and they have done it again. And a reminder, in the playoff seeding, they are the 8th and last seed, and they have just done wonderful. All right, quarterback
for Raiders to see what they can do.
For the Raiders, man in motion, handed off to him, and he gets down to about the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage is at the 10, so now they mark it at the 5. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5.
4 downs, and then they have to get the 2-point conversion. We got it.
So
they have to get 2 points because we got it. So they can't kick a field.
as
36-28 right now.
Yep. So clock is not a factor.
Time for this Panthers
The Raiders
defense
have
to
to
step up.
score and get a 2-point conversion in order to tie the game. Anything else, they lose. Hand it off to one of the wings, and not much doing there as Bobby McNeil, who's been a thorn in the Panthers' side tonight, is stopped by the middle of the line,
Big stop there.
and they mark it at the 4-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 4. Field goal does the Raiders no good. They have to get a touchdown and the 2-point conversion that Whitman Hanson did.
And the 2-point conversion.
All right, 3rd down. Quarterback under center. Same formation as they have had, and they sweep it to the right and in for
It's
the
in.
touchdown.
Raiders win a touchdown.
Sweeping
Still have to
to
get
the
2-point
left
conversion.
was
They
Matt
need one more
Shea
stop, folks.
and Liam Sweeney on the coverage, but it is a touchdown, so it is 36-34, and
36-34.
the Raiders need 2-point conversion here. They don't get it. This game is in the history books. Whitman Hanson coaching staff, the players, the good crowd underneath our press box here rooting on the Panthers. So the play of the game comes here as Zach Faria will call the signals now. Let's see, they take a timeout. They
Talk it
huddled
up.
up, and now they huddle up again. So timeout taken, and I did not see which at this point is academic. Somebody called timeouts. Both teams huddling up. The coaches are out on the field with the players, and there's some dramatic music playing. That's good. I like that.
I have to say, though, it's been interesting to watch the Raiders team. I mean, you doing the back-to-back timeouts to try to freeze the kicker resulted in a blocked extra point kick.
Yep.
That's why we're here in overtime right
Yep.
now.
One more
So,
stop will do it for the Panthers.
It'll be interesting to see what happens here. A little gamesmanship going on.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you, this Raider team, I'm not familiar with them, but they have been very resourceful and have played a vanilla offense, but it has worked for them. And they trail by 2. As some movement in the line, nothing doing, and he is stopped! The Panthers win the game! As Devin Urea had the handoff, but he could not get in. There was a push from the middle line of Whitman Hanson, and they defeat Somerset-Berkley 36-34.
What a thrilling game. What a
Wow.
great comeback by the Panthers, down 20-6 at halftime. Found way to not only put points on the board, but also get the defensive stops they needed, including the final one for the 2 points.
Yep, and I give the Whitman Hanson defense credit, and I'm sorry I don't know who it was, but middle linebacker, whatever, timed the snap of the ball perfectly, and he was in the Raider backfield before they really got set up.
Right.
And so, to me, that made the play that took the Raiders out of the play, a busted play, and 36-34, the Whitman Hanson Panthers defeat the Somerset-Berkley Raiders. Wow.
Take us home, Charlie. Wrap it up.
All right. Well, I'll tell you, folks, this has been great. I want to thank all our crew. Of course, Executive Director for WHCA, Steve Roy, Kevin Tocci right alongside, Paul Watson, Joe Goldsberry, and James Cullity, who did a great job tonight helping out on color. And Kevin, this has been a thrill, and I thank you for the opportunity. And I'll look forward to next year. The final score from Dennis M. O'Brien Field this evening, the Panthers 36, the Raiders 34. I'm Charles Ross, along with my entire crew, or I'm part of the crew, along with all the great people, your friends and neighbors who bring you these games. Thank you for tuning in to Whitman Hanson Panther Football. You've been watching the WHCA production. Until next time, get your heart back in normal rhythm and have a great night, and good luck to the Panther girls soccer team.